gotta clap. You have to clap.
Oh.
Anyway. Well, that pretty much sums up, or not sums up, leads into what we're going to be talking about this time. Hello, this is Colby. And who am I talking with?
Scarlett.
Wow, great sounding enthused. I'm supposed to be the one that's sick here.
Yeah.
Coming down with
this
some sort of weird...
Yeah.
That was weird. I started feeling terrible during the football game. That UT tried its best to lose. I'm a little bit better now. Anyway, I'm meaning to do this one, like, well, more than a few days ago. Because I was like, all right, let's do Friends Season 1. And then we ended up watching Season 2. And I'm like, okay, now we're in the middle of Season 3. It's like, all right, we need to do this.
Yeah.
So, Friends 1 through 2. Seasons 1 through 2. That is what, because Matthew Perry sadly passed away, and I was like, well, I guess I'll watch Friends again because I love it. And Scarlett's never seen it, so I decided to, educate the young.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we were doing, and now they keep asking, oh, please, let's watch Friends. What? I'm like, I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it's that good of a show. And it's going to get really weird when we get to the 9/11 season. All of a sudden, the Twin Towers are just gone. Because they are popping up in every establishing shot. So that's fun.
Yikes.
You don't know nothing about that. You
9/11.
weren't around.
Yeah.
You don't remember. It was a weird time. Anyway. So, Scarlett, how are you enjoying Friends so far?
It's pretty good so far. I don't like the fact that Rachel and Ross are together. I don't like it.
So you're one of the ones that doesn't like them being together.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Rachel should be free.
Should be free.
Yeah.
Oh yes. You know what though? I think they're the perfect couple because they are two incredibly toxic idiots.
Oh. Well, okay.
Cause yeah, Ross is insane. The more we find out about Ross, it's like, yeah, Ross is absolutely not a great person.
No.
Though season 1 Ross is very different from season 2 Ross.
Yeah.
Because he kind of loses his goddamn mind. But Rachel's not particularly great either. I'm gonna make you break up with your girlfriend who you're in love with, and then bitch about it. Get mad about this list that you may... Oh, and there's no reason you should have done this. Really? How about the fact that I was having to make a decision that you forced me to make?
I don't know. I also...
Because now you're like, oh, I'm in love with him. I'm going to try to break him and his girlfriend up. That was all her fault.
Yeah.
All her fault. She had no right to do that. No right to do any of that. And remember, one of these people is what you would call a sexual predator, technically. I wouldn't. I think
Wait,
in
is
the
Ross or Rachel?
I was talking about Joey. I would say Joey. I would in the original term, which is someone who not someone who preys on the weak or like that, but has built himself up. He is about sex. But the more you learn about him, it's like, he's not.
Weird,
Well, he's not lying to these people.
Yeah.
Like he's not like breaking people up and doing shit like that. He's just like, oh no, it's like I never tell them anything other than I want to have sex.
Yeah.
But he's like, eventually I'm gonna settle down. It'll be fine. And it's like, and he seems to be like the golden boy out of the cast in terms of a heart.
Well, okay,
Predator in the original sense, not predator as in like a pedophile or a groomer or something like that.
Okay.
Sexual tyrannosaur.
Ew.
That's what you used to call it in the 80s.
Well, I like Monica and what's his face.
It's Richard?
Yes.
Yeah, because we got Richard season 2.
Yeah. He's hot.
As we all know, Tom Selleck's hot.
Yes.
Yeah, we all know.
But,
so you don't know where this is gonna go, so I'm very interested to see how you're gonna react to season 3 and 4.
Oh no.
5, 6, 7, and 8.
Well,
There's a lot. It ran for about 10 years.
Well, there was something that rubbed me the wrong way.
There's a whole lot about this show that's
but
very much of its time.
Well, you know Joey. when he has that stalker. And he kind of, like, plays along, like, oh, yeah, I actually, like, I am the doctor.
just to get with her.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
like,
more,
just to sleep with her.
That's some of the part where he gets a little fucked up.
That feels a little, like...
But at the same time, no one was really stopping him.
Yeah, like, everybody was just like, oh, well, like...
And also...
Like,
that was dangerous for him.
Yeah, because she was, like sending him
forget
eyelashes
the crazy
and
woman
yeah.
feeling for a second. Like, she could at any point... She believed that he was... She didn't know what a TV show was. Like, she thought she was the, like, I don't know, God's eye viewing this hospital that's thousands of miles away, apparently.
Yeah.
Or not thousands, hundreds of miles away in Salem. Not in New York City.
Yeah. Like,
but Joey lives in New York City. Manhattan. So it's like, alright, woman's insane.
Yeah. I just didn't like that. It was like...
Well, no, of course you didn't like it. It's supposed to be weird.
Yeah.
Well, Chandler gets left naked in a bathroom.
Oh, yeah. Then Bob, when they pretend to be that Bob guy with that girl. Yeah.
Yeah, when they pretend to be Bob. Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, I feel like...
Well, yeah, it's scummy as shit. It's really fucked up.
It's just gross. Like, I don't know.
That was on par for sitcoms back then.
Yeah, I feel like it was just like kind
1994 was the first season. 1995 was the second season.
I just feel like that was very normal back then to just be like everybody was like, yeah, well, yeah.
I don't think that's something you would actually do. Well, I'm sure there's people who've done it, but like,
yeah,
there's also this level of where sitcoms have to go insane.
Oh yeah,
where they do
it's
these
entertainment. Yeah.
Well, it's not just because it's entertainment. They feel that they can never stay too real.
Yeah, oh,
so they decide to really act it up.
Yeah.
Where they're keeping Rachel's mom and dad away from each other.
Yeah.
Where they're really going crazy with that. There was this, because a lot of the stuff in Friends could just be real, but then they decide to always add this level of camp and crazy otherworldliness to it.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. And that's just kind of what a lot of sitcoms do. They were afraid to be too real.
Well, yeah.
Though a lot of Friends' best moments are the real ones, where it's like just a couple of guys just shooting the shit and being funny, being assholes. Like, that's where you get it gets really funny. A lot of its crazier moments aren't like that. Which is why people love the show, is because it feels like you're just hanging out with a bunch of people. But then you have weird, crazy... And there's going to be more of that. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's going to get insane at certain levels.
I feel like Rachel's
We haven't even traveled yet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's traveling in the show later.
I feel like I have a combination of Rachel's life, like, sort of with the craziness, like, the
I don't think you do. Nope. Rachel?
Yeah, I was almost married once, remember? I didn't leave him at the altar or anything. We never got that far.
Yeah, but no. Rachel has two incredibly rich parents, and she herself is born into wealth. Her dad is a heart surgeon. Her mom stays at home.
I know. I love her mom so much.
There's no parallels there.
Yeah.
They
used to be rich.
There's absolutely no parallels to your no. No.
Well, I kind of relate with the whole, starting
you should
my
relate
life
to
over.
Phoebe a lot more.
Oh, well, yeah.
Phoebe is you, except Phoebe's story isn't as sad. Phoebe's mom just killed herself, and she's a little fucked up because of it. That's about it.
I mean,
but the star sign shit.
Oh, the horoscopes.
All of that. Yeah. All of your weird spiritual psychosis crap. Phoebe is absolutely going through some of that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Monica's more like you because she's got incredible OCD.
Oh, yeah. She's a control
Rachel's
freak, like
not like that.
Well, I meant in the terms of, like, she's starting over her life, that type of thing. And now, in season 2, everybody was like, she's crazy,
She does kind of change a little bit in season 2. Everybody
Yeah,
does.
a little
Everybody
bit.
gets a little weird. Chandler and Joey change a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of the point, is that you're supposed to grow.
Yeah,
Like,
but
they're
they're
supposed
but the
to-
but the characters aren't growing. They're just getting different.
Yeah.
Ross is weird because Ross started off as being a little weird, maybe socially awkward kind of guy, stuff like that, because he's never been outside of marriage and all of that, and then just goes into full. This man is insane. Like, he starts doing some weird shit.
Yeah.
It's really weird. It's something else.
Yeah. Well, I meant, like, you can see the characters grow. But, like,
Kind of.
I see how Ross, like, for some reason, okay, so I liked him in the first season. You know, he was kind of, like, in love with Rachel or whatever. But then, like, I really don't like.
I think that Ross is I think that Ross is crazy and stuff like, or they're making him more crazy. But if you watch the full show, there's a lot of people who think that he's just a sociopath and he's evil and blah blah blah. Rachel deserves so much better, and I'm like, are we forgetting where Rachel completely fucked this man's life up at one point in time? That whole shit with Julie was not cool. Also,
Yeah.
she fucked up Julie. Like, that's not cool. From all you know, him and Julie get married and all that and blah, blah, blah. And by the way, that's not the last time that's gonna happen.
Oh.
Actually, the strongest couple you haven't seen yet. So
Oh, okay.
you're gonna get. I forgot what season that gets introduced. We eventually go to another country at some
Ooh.
point in time. Yeah, it's gonna get weird. It's gonna get weird. Who's your favorite character so far?
His favorite? I don't really have a favorite, but I do like Rachel.
I've always liked Chandler and Joey myself. I've
Oh,
always
yeah.
liked them. They're the comedy people.
Yeah.
They're funny. They're not insane. They have done some stupid things. They've done
Yeah.
some bad things. But more of their approaches seem, when they do really weird things, it seems like they know what they're doing is bad.
Yeah.
Like the whole Bob thing, they knew that was fucked up, but kept talking about it being fucked up.
Yeah.
They weren't like Ross, who's just insane. Monica, who's insane.
Yeah.
Rachel, who's very selfish.
Yeah.
like they're the only ones that were they kind of look at themselves like, we shouldn't do this, but I'm too horny to ask questions.
Yeah.
You do like Janice though.
Yes, I love Janice. Oh my god.
I've always liked Janice. I don't know why I don't like her.
I
I really don't know why.
I don't know
Is
if
her
it's
voice
like,
a little annoying? Yeah, but we've never been given a reason.
I don't know if it's like a racist thing. Do you think it could be
don't think
one
it's
of those
anything
things?
racist.
I don't know.
She's Italian.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
So is Joey.
I don't
I
know.
think she's Italian. Yeah, she's Italian. Anyway, no, I don't think it has anything to do with that.
I love Janice.
But like, I've always liked Janice.
I wanna like.
Her voice is a little annoying, but it's like they haven't shown us why they don't like her.
Yeah, they're always just
Like,
ugh.
she's just
Like,
as
what-
annoying or crazy as everyone else in that group.
She's the most like relatable person though.
Like, we don't really get any insights to her life other than her showing up pregnant once.
Oh, she was married and then her husband was cheating on her.
Like-
And that's how
But like
that's how she
Monica
met
has
up-
insane OCD that they all tolerate.
Yeah. Which
Ross
also
is
relatable.
Ross.
Oh, yeah.
Phoebe is crazy
A
as
little
well,
bit, yeah.
and they all tolerate it. Joey is always unemployed, and he's also an idiot. They all
Yeah.
tolerate that. They're all annoying in their own way. Chandler's a smart ass. Like, they're all like this, and they never run each other off. I don't know what Janice did. There has to be something that Janice did. Like, Ross had a fucking monkey at one point in time.
Yeah, that was annoying.
I
Also-
never liked the monkey stuff myself.
Yeah.
But like,
Extremely, like, irresponsible, too. Because, like, I'm sure there's,
oh, they live in
like,
New York. Who gives a
diseases
shit?
and stuff.
But it's like it's like what? What? There's something so weird about all of that. It's like, what did Janice do?
Yeah,
Other
I
than
like
being slightly
Janice.
annoying, it makes no sense. What did Janice do? Because
Yeah.
everyone else is also slightly annoying and insane.
Yeah, I like her though. Like, I don't understand.
I don't understand why Phoebe's fashion sense changed.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that too.
From
It's a little
season
bit
1 and
more
2,
normal.
her fashion changed dramatically, but she still has the same character type.
Yeah.
Before she was dressing like she sounded, flower child, hippie, and dippy
Yeah.
shit. Now she's like dressing differently. More, yeah, I guess more like a normal person, but still
Yeah.
being crazy.
More casual.
Where
I'm like,
everyone else kind of is not.
yeah.
Oh man, we haven't gotten to the big suits of the 90s yet.
Yeah.
It's coming. Where everybody looks like they're wearing their dad's clothes. God damn it. That was a bad few years. Where oversized suits. That's how everybody wore it. Just incredibly oversized suits.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
I also really like Rachel's mom. I think she's
Ray
really
Tyler
nice.
Moore, I believe. Yeah. Everybody likes Rachel's mom.
Yeah. I just want to see more of her character. Because every time she pops up, she's so fun. She's really nice to everybody. She's just there.
We're only in season 2.
Yeah. And she seems like she actually cares about Rachel. Like, she's not mad that she left. And she's actually happy about Rachel leaving. And it inspires her to leave her husband.
Yeah, it ran for 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 94 2004.
That's crazy.
Yep. It was a good show. But it is, you just can't think too much about everything else happening.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the storylines are insane, but the reason the show is, people love it so much is because it's just people hanging out, the show.
Yeah.
10 seasons, exactly 10, okay.
I
I was
feel
thinking it was
like-
like 8 or 9, because I thought they may have skipped some stuff.
I feel like it's kind of relatable in the sense that it's crazy. You know, like, I feel like that's just life, you know? Like, crazy things happen.
But yeah, we got Joey in the soap opera so far. He moved out and then moved back in. We had the crazy roommate
Oh, yeah.
who I would have killed. Just straight up. I find you sitting in my room, which should have been locked, staring at me while I'm asleep. Bad things are going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's definitely
He's
a
pretty
ask
crazy.
questions last type of scenario.
Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't too much of a fan of that. I was just like, whatever.
Weren't too much of a fan of the crazy person watching you sleep. Me either. I'm not a fan of it myself. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Oh,
Any
goodness.
particular episode you liked? And see, what's interesting about a show like Friends is you can't really like episode by episode it.
Yeah.
Like, let's watch an episode. We'll do a podcast where we do every episode. I mean, you get a lot of podcasts, but they'd be like 2 minutes long
Yeah.
because there's not a whole lot that happens.
Yeah.
There's, it's also so easy to binge.
Yeah.
But
it
there's
is.
not a whole lot that happens. So
Yeah.
even talking about 2 whole seasons, that's 2 years worth of the show. It's like there were some big events like fuck was that?
I don't
Did
know.
you hear that?
I heard something. I thought
Okay,
it
whatever.
was in the ambience.
Maybe it is in the ambience. That was weird. But you got so what are the big things? So yeah, the whole Ross and Julie and then breaking up and all that, and Rachel being a little bitch about it.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate that so much. So many of their problems
Yeah.
are because they can't see beyond themselves.
I don't think they
Like,
should be
like
together.
if they just would have had a conversation, then that ends.
Yeah.
I think it's like couple-wise, no, but I think if we're talking about who should be together in the main cast, I think her and Rachel are kind of perfect for each other because I don't want them to be with anyone else.
Ew. Yeah.
Joey does not. Everyone's like, Joey and Rachel will be so sweet, and I'm like, that's how everyone at the end of the show says it, and I'm like, look, Joey's too nice for Rachel. Rachel is very now at this point in time. there is some growth later, but Rachel at this point in time is very self-centered. She saw a list with some things written about her, and she lost her fucking mind and drugged this man through the mud, even though she is the reason he gave up on the love of his life.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying you don't have an argument about it or calling some nasty names. To me, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But like, it's that was gonna be the linchpin in this whole thing. A list, a stupid fucking piece of paper. That was gonna what fucks this up. And there's something that happens later that every Friends fan knows. I would love to see your take on it when we get there.
Oh, okay.
That is so fucking stupid, but is at least more serious than what's happening now. And they always do this.
Oh.
And that's why I think they're perfect for each other, because they are the two people who get hung up on little shit like this and are insane. Joey wouldn't do that. Chandler has things that keep him from falling in love, but that's because he's terrified, and you find out later. And it's everyone else. Monica's crazy, but she seems to fuck everybody under the sun. And then I don't know, her reason for leaving Richard, I didn't like.
I was like,
because the part that gets me, he goes, "I'll do it for you." And he wasn't saying, he's like, I don't hate kids or whatever. His thing was he was too old.
Yeah.
He didn't think he was young enough to take care of a kid, which is legitimate. But he had everything else. Like, they had the money. But he said, "I'll do it. I'm willing to commit." And then like the child pops out then.
Yeah.
Like there's time to talk.
Yeah.
You don't just break up right then. I don't know. Sure as hell don't do it at a wedding.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was weird.
I wonder if that was a contract thing. Maybe he had other shit to do. Because it's Tom Selleck. He's kind of in movies and shit and other shows.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't like that. But, Monica...
I mean, it is a legitimate reason why. That's one of the realer things of why people would break up. One wants a kid, one doesn't. Other than that, they're perfect for each other. That's real. I just think they broke up too easy.
Oh, yeah.
I think there should be more to that. I think there should be way more to that. I think he should hang on a lot more. I think, everything is, they're too fragile.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, this man just got divorced. He should be clawing and just holding on for dear life. And it's so, And then she obviously didn't want to leave him, and she's depressed and crying and everything about him. It's like, you didn't have to leave.
Yeah. It was just really, like...
That being said, I know the future and you don't, so...
Okay.
But I think that... I don't know what was happening around that time, but I think that might have been a contract thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not like in every episode. He pops up from here and there. Also, Monica gets some crazy famous boyfriends later. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't remember how early that happened, and I was like, okay, I guess it's not season 2. But we got a lot more seasons to go through here.
Oh.
So any episode that stuck out, maybe Phoebe trying to meet her dad or something like that.
Yeah, that was kind of upsetting.
The dog.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
That dog in the window.
But
It gets
the
me
dad.
every time. Is that maybe it's gone away and it's like sitting in the window.
No, it was like really sad when she found out he wasn't even there. Like,
He left them too.
yeah,
But remember
relatable.
that
Kind of.
actor when Phoebe was playing on the street and she was like, "I got all this change in a condom," and then that actor runs back and goes, "Oh, you got my condom, thank you,"
Yeah.
and then runs away. That's her brother. I said,
That's
pay
the
attention to
brother?
that. I said, pay attention to that. That guy's gonna come back. And it's gonna be kind of weird.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
I
weird.
think that was something that happened after.
yeah.
I don't think he was still her brother in that scene. I just think that
Oh,
they
yeah.
cast the same guy. But it is interesting. He's just that's gonna be an interesting storyline.
Is there like a lot of Easter eggs in the show?
I think there is once you watch it for the first time. There once it starts getting really popular, like really, really popular, You start getting, because there's already been a lot of guest stars.
Yeah.
Tom Selleck was like the big one, but he
Yeah.
was Richard, and he became a recurring character. There were already some. You got Mary Tyler Moore, because she had the great Mary Tyler Moore show forever before that. You get a bunch of comedians. Some of them I'm not even I think I know that guy. A lot of them are like in the party, or they're like some of the boyfriends that get brought over. Phoebe's
yeah.
one of a few. Well, Charlie Sheen was on one of them. He was the chickenpox episode.
Yeah,
So
I
like
remember that. Yeah.
a lot of the boyfriends and stuff will show up and be guest stars. The problem is there will be people who were maybe slightly famous or comedians in that time. Some have passed away since then. Some
Yeah.
died very young. You have people that kind of disappeared. You got people that were making like TV rounds, so they may have been in another TV show. There was a crossover with Mad About You. Mad About You, that's the show. That show's fucking incredible. That show's awesome. We'll watch that eventually. It's about a married couple and just following their lives. It's a really sweet show. I really like it. It's hilarious. But yeah, a lot of guest stars pop up and out. One of the who was it? Eventually, Robin Williams and someone else. I forgot. Was it Billy Crystal? Yeah, it was Robin Williams and Billy Crystal. They're in the coffee shop at one point in time. But that was when they got really popular. And I don't know how that got set up. Maybe they were just like, I want to be on Friends. And they're like, okay. So they just show up one day. Who else was there? There's a bunch of them. A bunch of Paul Rudd becomes a recurring character at one point in time. You get a lot of guest stars as the show goes on. That was just kind of a thing that show. I don't know if they still do that as much anymore, but a bunch of shows used to kind of, as they get popular, you'd have characters from other shows pop up. But hey, what's going on? Blah blah blah, and kind of like do something stupid. And Mad About You did that in Friends season 1, and they just show up from time to time or be stupid. I don't know how much that happens anymore. I don't watch a lot of network sitcoms.
Yeah.
Outside of I watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I watched a lot of the more story-driven stuff. I was all over the CW hero shit. Because when that stuff is good, it's really good. When it's bad, it's really, really bad. We should watch Superman and Lois. Oh God, Superman and Lois is so good. Superman and Lois is so good, and its 3rd season comes out of nowhere as being incredible because it's about breast cancer, and I was not expecting that. I was like, the
That's
one thing
interesting.
Superman can't do shit about. It's his wife dying of breast cancer, and I was like, oh,
Yikes.
oh yeah, fuck this other shit. This is compelling. And guess what? Superman's not taking it well. Superman's not taking it well. He gets a little touchy when it comes to Lois.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's Friends season 1 and 2. Like I said, not a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get too far. I don't want to do like the whole series and talk about it, because then you'll be too far away from any special moments.
Yeah.
So far I'm trying to think. We've had the chairs, so the leather chairs. That's one of the things that
Yeah.
people remember a lot. Crazy Roommate, Phoebe's dad, Smelly Cat music video.
Smelly cat. I love Smelly cat.
Or was that season 3? I forgot how many episodes we're into season 3.
I love Smelly cat.
We're a few into season 3. Smelly cat, smelly cat. What are they feeding you?
I can't handle...
Okay, we're only 3 episodes, so that was yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, we got to talk about The Matrix. I think we got to re-watch it because you
Yeah.
kept falling asleep.
Yeah. It was late. I could not stay awake. And it's so quiet.
The movie's great. We'll talk about that
Keanu
later because I got to
Reeves.
educate Scarlett
Okay.
on what is and isn't a good movie. Watch The Frighteners.
Yeah, that was a good movie. It was funny.
But yeah, as for this episode, since it's just about Friends, that'll be it.
Okay.
So, any final parting words?
Not really.
Wow, great. Just love the enthusiasm. Anyway, I guess we'll see y'all in the next one.